Alrighty. Hello to whoever has jumped on. Welcome. Some of you might be joining from Mike's live stream over on Rail Moments. And they're gone. But let's see here. Alright, we're live in Etowah, Tennessee at the old L&N yard. And if you can kind of see it there in front of us is CSX number 1834, painted in the Georgia Railroad paint scheme. Well, part of it's painted in the Georgia Railroad paint scheme anyway. But I think Mike is going to come up here and join us. And I'm going to be live for a little bit of the time while we wait for him, because he might come up here and join us. But in the meantime, I'm just going to hang out. I went and I got the drone out, went up and flew it around, got a couple pictures. But where this engine is sitting, you really can't do much else other than use a drone, because if you go down in the yard, you are on CSX property, which is a big no-no. Even if you want to get the shot, no trespassing to get it. But looks like we also have over this way. Again, I'm on the wrong side for the sun, and I apologize about that, but not too much I can do. There's a road over there. That's the entrance to the yard. But that's, again, like I said, if you come up that way, that's CSX, and you really can't go over there. And if we were to go sit over there on that road, which the road up to the crossing is public property, we still would not be able to see the engine from down there, simply because there's a bunch of trees that block the way. So we're going to hang tight here and keep an eye out on the Georgia Railroad Heritage Unit. Bit of a more broad view here, but This zoom is very finicky. There it is. Way down there. So last night this train came in on I-197. It went into Crandall, Georgia, which is maybe 20, 30 miles south of us here in Etowah. And this happened last time when it came. It's been on the I-197, I-198 loop for maybe a week or so now. And after it comes in to Crandall, it comes up here to Etowah. And I think that's because up here there's more of a yard office as opposed to down there in Crandall. There isn't much of a office. It's more or less just an intermodal facility. But it's just sitting up here with 3 other engines, CSX 3386, looks like 4386 and 6434. All 3 of them are strung together here. And there's a look at all 4 of them. But we might get a surprise of a train coming through. And it will be a surprise because this line does not see the most action in the world. This is the CSX K&A line. The K&A runs from Atlanta up to Knoxville, and it splits at Cartersville, Georgia, and becomes the K&A up to Etowah and the W&A from Cartersville to Wauhatchie. Hey, Darian S., you are right. This is the Georgia Railroad, East Michigan Films. Glad to see you on here. How's everybody doing today? I'm still trying to figure out the whole live thing, so I will look at your comments. However, I don't know if I can type back, but I will verbally acknowledge you guys. Thank you for hopping on, even though there isn't the most action going on. How are things up there in Michigan? You guys seeing some good action? Just about a week or so ago, I was up there with East Michigan Films and several other folks in and around the Detroit area. We caught a Canadian National 100th anniversary engine. I was on the hunt for Norfolk Southern high hoods, and they most graciously directed me to where I could find some, and I found one, which is better than none. I'm going to go here on Mike's chat and tell them that we are live in Etowah. So if anybody wants to come in and see the Georgia Railroad Heritage Unit, come on in. It's kind of hot up here. It's probably 80, but feels like 90. But it's all part of the effort to see these engines. So I'm going to see here if I can pull up one of the shots from let's see. I'll see if I can pull up one of the shots that I got with the drone. Hold on. This is our little eye in the sky today. This is the DJI Mini 2 SE. My dad picked this up at Sam's a couple days ago. And the little bit that I've used it, it's a great little drone. I've got 2 batteries, but at some point in the day, we'll have to put a new one in because we're going to probably make a stop at the yard in Chattanooga, Norfolk Southern yard, the Butts yard, because there might be another Heritage unit, a Norfolk Southern Heritage unit, hanging out in there, but we'll check that out later. But for now, I'm going to pull up some pictures that I got with the drone. So let's see here. I'm going to zoom out here. I don't know if this will focus for me, but there we go. That's the shot with the drone. I have been shooting a little bit of video too. I actually think I'm going to go do a little bit more of that. So, oh nice, East Michigan Films is in Chicago. What you in Chicago for? Anything interesting or just out for the day? One place I have not yet been but would love to go is Chicago. All right. Let's go ahead and take off with the drone again. Trying to avoid some power lines. Don't want to ding anything here. Like I said, there isn't too much action going on, simply because we're looking at a static locomotive. But let's get a little flyby of the power here. Thanks again for jumping on, whoever's on here. A little bit of a stark show, but I still wanted to bring you guys out. If you wanted a live look at the Georgia Railroad Heritage Unit on CSX here in Etowah, Tennessee, I'm currently getting some footage with the drone. So, once again, we're in Etowah, Tennessee, looking at the Georgia Railroad Heritage Unit on CSX. Okay, let's see if we can't go get a photo of the back. Kind of limited on what we can do for shooting wise, simply because we're in the middle of the CSX yard and we cannot go there on foot. We're going to go ahead and bring the drone back. This battery is getting a little bit low. But it's done pretty good. This drone, the battery will last 30, you can fly for 30 minutes on a full battery. And we are actually recording as this process goes on, so give you a bird's eye view here of the yard. And down we come. It is way up there. It's going to settle down nice and easy. At least that's the hope. Alrighty, let's see here. I'm gonna pop this guy on the charger just so we can get that battery charged up. You guys hang tight. I'll be back in a second. Grab a jug of water, always good to stay hydrated.